This program is recorded and presented by Chippewa Valley Community Television.
Wisconsin Barbecue is made possible through underwriting by
Welcome to Wisconsin Barbecue. I'm Jimmy, your host, and at Wisconsin Barbecue, we're going to be doing a few things to help make you a better person in the grill area. Some of the ideas that we have for this show are going to be things that take you to different parts of the area and ultimately help you with grilling, barbecuing, and doing things the Wisconsin way. Now, what is the Wisconsin way? Well, if you've ever barbecued outside, you know our weather and seasons are a lot different than most other areas of this country. So we have to adjust for a lot of different things, and we will make some things that are classic to our great state. I'm also going to be helped with the grilling part of it by a great team called Biggie and Bull's Barbecue Crew, and we'll be sending it down to them at different segments in this show to show you what they're doing at the grill for the different things that we're making in this show. Each one's going to have a different separate theme, and the theme for the first show is going to be burgers and the classic 5 sausages. So sit back, relax, check out some of the great Wisconsin products that we're going to be using, from drinks and some of the foods that are only in this great state, and see if we can come up with some great ideas for you to use on this show. Everybody out there has probably gone and done the classic brat before. Well, the brat down here that we have has 2 key ingredients, which all brats have, that you're going to want to see what level you have. The coriander, which is the tan seed here, and the black pepper. Those are what give it its flavor, its spice level, and you can ask your butcher and say, hey, how much of this is in here? And you'll know if it's a brat you probably like or not. Also, the grind of the pork in the brat is key, because a lot of them will grind it very firm and very fine, while others will grind it very coarsely and make it more of a crumbly type texture, which some people like. So the bratwurst are a couple of things to look for when you do that, including the pepper, the coriander, and the grind of the meat. The Italian has a couple of unique traits to it. One of them is it's got a parsley in it, and it's also got a fennel or a fennel seed, which you can see right here. The fennel gives it that little bit of a licorice flavor that some people really like. It also gives it a unique flavor compared to any of the other sausages, because none of the other ones have much fennel, if any, in any of them. The thing about the Italian, too, you can take the spice level up to whatever you want. By adding a little bit of peperoncino to it, which is a dried pepper flake, you can ask the butcher, is this a hot Italian? Is it a mild Italian? Personally, I like them both, and they've got a lot of different uses depending on what you're using them for. The Polish sausage here. The Polish is very heavy in garlic. If you're a garlic lover, the Polish sausage is for you. And then you can also ask your butcher how much garlic is actually in this thing, because obviously you can tone it down to whatever level you want. And the other thing about a Polish, if you can't find a good Polish that you like by you, try a kielbasa. You won't be able to put them in a bun like you do with some of the other ones, but that high smoke that a kielbasa has, same ingredients, a bigger version of it, works great on any grill or barbecue you may want to use. Fourthly, the chorizo. The chorizo is the spicy cousin to all of them. A lot of you may have had it in breakfast items before, but on the grill, it's fantastic for people who like a little bit of spice and kick. The 2 big things in there, we've got a cayenne pepper right here, and we've also got a smoked paprika, which can be something that gives it a little bit of a heartiness and, again, a smoky flavor, which really backs up the meat which is in the chorizo, which is usually pork with possibly a little bit of beef added. And last but not least is our poor lonely hot dog over here. The hot dog is a classic in everybody's barbecue, but have you ever really had a good hot dog? One of the things that I wanted to mention is we're going to be going to Biggie and Bull in a bit here, and they are going to make these sausages like you've never seen before. And the hot dog alone is a classic because when it's done right, there are people who are amazed at how good they can be when you get a quality product from our great state of Wisconsin, because everything we try to do on this show is basically from Wisconsin. Obviously, we can't do it all the time, but we try to do this as often as possible because of the fact this is Wisconsin barbecue. All right? Lastly, he's going to be making some side dishes when we stop down to talk to him about the grill and the barbecue of these sausages. And one of the things is going to take this lonely potato and turn it into something that I think you're really going to enjoy. One of the things that most people have at a barbecue is potato salad. You've got all versions. You've got the French, mustard, German, Grandma's Classic. All of them are great, and everyone likes a good potato salad. But Biggie is going to take this potato right here and turn it into something great on the grill with some Wisconsin cheese and bacon. I'm telling you what, you can't beat that when it comes to Wisconsin anything. And they're going to do it down at the Crew like you haven't seen before. And over here, we've got these two peppers. These two peppers are going to be grilled and charred up later with a couple other things that Biggie is going to make and put these with and on that are going to be pretty impressive, because a lot of people don't think about doing different types of peppers on the grill to go with some of these classics. So, without further ado, let's go down to Biggie and the Crew, see what he's got going at the grill area, and we'll go from there.
All right, we're going to put these on. Like Jim said, back at the studio, we've got our Italian, we got our Polish, good old Wisconsin brat, our wiener, and our chorizo. Putting them on the grill, here's where your heat management is very important. You want to make sure you don't put them directly over your flame. Reason why is by doing that, they will flare up. Good way to get burned. A lot of smoke out and stuff like that. You want to kind of put them off the side a little bit so that way they don't flare up and burn up on you. Yet you give them a chance to cook up and get a good internal temperature set into them. All right, we're going to check out our products now, see how they're going. Looks like they're grilling up real nicely here. We're just going to give them a flip. Once again, you want to stay away from the hot spots. You got them halfway done already. You don't want to ruin them now. There. Looking real nice. Look at that, how that bratwurst is cooking up real nice. Good, nice grill marks. Good color. You want to look for a good coloring, and you don't want to burn them up too bad. You look at the nice color of these. We'll leave those guys on there a little longer. Look at our nice color of each one of these. All of them are going to taste great. Put a little mustard on them, a little relish, or they'll just taste great just the way they are. If you cook them at the right temperature, indirect heat, they're going to stay juicy. You won't need to put anything on them. Bite into them. Just be careful you don't get that flavor all over your chin.
Wow, those sausages that Biggie was doing down on the grill looked awesome. And I'll tell you what goes better with an awesome grilled sausage than the perfect hamburger? Now, one of the things that we are going to do is show you the different levels of burger that you can use to make the perfect burger. Every one of you out there has your own recipe or your own way of making burgers. Well, here at Wisconsin Barbecue, we believe in 100% beef burger. You can use turkey and tofu and all those other things for other burgers, and that's fine, except for when it comes to a Wisconsin burger or cheeseburger, we want a good quality ground beef. And in front of me here, I've got 3 different levels of ground beef, which have a certain fat content to them, which make a burger a little bit different depending on what you're using it for. First of all, we've got the 80% ground burger, 20% fat content. This is a little less expensive. You can get a good deal on it at your local market, and it will make a good burger, no doubt about it. The problem with this one is sometimes it's a little bit fatty. It'll shrink up quite a bit, and a lot of times burgers that start out looking pretty good end up a little bit greasy or hard on this, and a lot of people don't like that. The 85% is the one we like. That's 85% truly lean, 15% fat content. This one will have the perfect level of moistness. It'll char perfectly because of the fat content, and you can use it for any level thickness burger you would like. The third one over here is the 90%. Now some people would say, Jimmy, if the 85% is better than the 80, wouldn't we just want to go leaner? You would think that it would have more flavor, be less fat content, but that doesn't make a good burger. You want the little bit of fat content, you need to have the moistness, and that fat will give you the perfect char on the outside with the right flame control. And when we go down here to see Biggie and the crew to make these great burgers, you'll see he loves his 85% burger because it gives the perfect Wisconsin barbecue burger. So let's see what they have to say and how they're going to make this burger the perfect 85%, 15% Wisconsin burger.
So we're going to make up some burgers here now. Got my burger over here. I'm going to go ahead and set her in the bowl. Now, Jim said something about fat contents earlier. Different contents will cook up differently, shrink up and whatnot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a little stuff to the burger, give it some more flavor, and help it adhere while it's on the grill. I'm going to add an egg. About a half a cup of breadcrumbs. Then I'm going to take some of the Croy Valley garlic and herb sauce. About a quarter of a cup. Put these all together and you're going to make yourself a good burger. You can also add other seasonings if you like as well. This is what I go with because I'm going to top them off later. So you can go ahead and mix this all together. Wondering why I'm wearing gloves? No, it's not because I'm afraid of the meat. It's because I want to just make sure that my guests are safe. So if I have anything on my hands, it's not going into the burger.
Okay, before you mix up the rest of the meat, could you cheat the bowl for us a little bit?
Yep.
So that's with one hand, please. Most of this, it's so good to see.
Just in.
Can you
All right. We got it all mixed together. The last little bit here mixed in. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take my burger press here. You can get these burger presses at most of your local kitchen stores or whatnot. This is my personal favorite. It gives a good formed patty every time. Pack it in as tight as you want. Take a little bit out there. We're not making Biggie big burgers today. Then you go ahead and turn the knob on the top, and boom. Look at that nice perfect patty. All right, we're going to take our burgers and put them on the grill now. Get them nice and formed up. Ready to go here. To the point now, if you want to have a cheeseburger, this is a good time to cheese them up. A couple of these burgers today are going to be Biggie's burgers. So I'm going to put a slice of monster cheese on it. Then add some bacon. Oh yeah, did I tell you it's a Biggie burger? We're putting some provolone on as well. That's right, 2 cheeses, 1 burger. So I'll do a couple of them that way because I know they're going to be mine. So we'll put the Munster cheese on, a little more of the bacon, slice of the provolone on there. The rest of these guys, we'll move over to the side. That way they stay warm and ready for the next step. And the other ones, we'll let the cheese melt in and we'll pull them here shortly. We'll get the cheese ones off first. Look at that. Good old Biggie burger right there. Biggie burger is a slice of Munster cheese, some bacon, and some provolone. Put a little swirl of barbecue on there. Jim mentioned that we're going to take a potato and we're going to do something with it here at the ballpark today. Let me show you what we're going to do. First, we're going to cut them down. Cut them in half and then take 3 or 4 cuts depending on how big the potato is. Make it about a finger size, you know, finger wedgie size. You don't want to go French fries. We're going a little bit bigger than that. I've got a bowl of potatoes here. We're going to get our olive oil out. We're going to toss them up. Now this is something you definitely need to do on site because potatoes don't like to sit in the air too long. Go ahead and toss them around a little bit. Take the peppers that we got prepped earlier. We're going to put them right on the grill. We're going to put them skin down. What we're going to want to do is what we're trying to achieve here is we want to char the skin of the pepper so that way we can just peel it right off. We'll show you how that's achieved later. Also, the potatoes that we did earlier, we're going to go ahead and put those right on the grate as well. Right over the hot zone of your grill. Put them skin side up. You don't necessarily have to have the skin down. You're going to want these guys to cook up. And then also, on the potatoes, maybe touch them off with a little seasoning. You got a little seasonal or something like that, go ahead and sprinkle a little bit on. Just add a little flavor for it. So, and we'll just let those cook off a little bit. Potatoes are cooking up pretty good. Maybe give them a little more time here. Peppers charring up pretty good. We'll give them a couple more minutes here. You want to get a good little char on the peppers. What we'll do is we'll actually peel the skin right off of them here in a little bit. Get some good char on these peppers now. Man, that's going to be some beautiful color on those burgers here in a little bit. Peel the skin right off of it here, the charred skin. You leave it sit for a couple minutes and look at how this peels right off. We're doing the Ma Casey pepper burgers. That's what we're doing. So we're going to take the Croy Valley original sauce, drizzle a little bit on there like that. Look at that. Give it a little flavor. And then those roasted peppers we did earlier, here we go. This is all it is. Roasted pepper and the original sauce. Look at the color on that burger. And you know what? You're going to bite into this. It's going to be sweet, tangy, and juicy all in one bite. All right, we're going to pull the potatoes and see how they're looking here. Oh, they're looking good. They're looking real good. I think we're going to go ahead and finish these bad boys. Okay, what we're going to do, go ahead and lay them in an aluminum pan. Something you can easily take with you to a tailgate. Just go ahead and set them in here. Yeah, they look a little burned, but that's fine. Those don't look too bad though, actually. Then what we're going to do, we're going to do them up Biggie style. We're going to take some cheese, put it over the top, add a little bacon bits. Once again, something you can prepare at home before you come today, the ballpark. And then, I said Biggie style, right? More cheese. All right, see how that looks? Layer them up like that. Go ahead and put them on the colder side of your grill, or if you have a top rack of the grill, go ahead and set them up there. Let that cheese melt in.
Wow, now that Miles has those great burgers and Miller Park specialty sausages going, why don't we go over to Josie, one of our barbecue bartenders, and Rod, one of Biggie's crew, to find out the perfect beverage to go with those great tailgate items.
Thanks, Jimmy. I think the best beer to go with the Miller Park sausages and Biggie's burgers would be a summer shandy.
Now, Josie, why do you think the summer shandy is the beer to go with this?
Well, the summer shandy is made with a mix of beer and a juice or a fruity soft drink. It's available from March to August and is a really great tasting summer beer.
Does this come with any other flavors?
Yeah, it comes in an orange flavor and lemon berry flavors as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, this summer shandy is just absolutely awesome. It's a great grilling beer. And you know, Josie, thank you for this segment, and we're going to take it right back to Jimmy.
Well, that's quite a great drink selection that Josie brought to us over at the barbecue bartender station. And Rod from Biggie's crew looks like he's coming in right now with a special guest that he's going to introduce. And there's Biggie following with Emily with some of the great food they were making in the grill area. What do you got down there, Biggie?
Hey guys, who's ready to eat here?
Oh, yeah.
Got some brats and hot dogs and sausages here. I've also thrown together the Biggie burger with some provolone, some Munster cheese, a little bacon, a little barbecue sauce on there. Can't go wrong. Got the Ma Casey pepper burger, with fire roasted peppers and Croy Valley original sauce. And we got our Mexican torta burger with refried beans. It has an artichoke in there, tossed in lime, and lettuce and some queso cheese. Also, I'm going to hand this down there.
All right.
I think we got a little avocado going in artichoke.
Did I say artichoke?
Yeah, we got a little avocado.
Thank you, Jim.
Sure.
We also got the Biggie cheesy potatoes, grilled up potatoes, some cheese and bacon. Threw a little chive on there for some color too. So, gentlemen and young lady,
Start your plates.
eat up.
Thank you very much.
By the way, I don't know if you know, but this is Mike Buck. Mike is the CEO of Mega Foods here in Eau Claire.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here.
One of our official taste testers. Well, what are you going to grab? What are you going to grab, Mike?
I'm going to dig in.
Okay, I'm going to take...
And while all these guys and ladies are having a great treat from the grill area, I'd just like to thank you for being along on this episode of Wisconsin Barbecue. And we'll see you next time on the show that does it your way with a twist.
Barbecue is made possible through underwriting by
This program was recorded and presented by Chippewa Valley Community Television. Chippewa Valley Community Television is made possible by continuing community support. If you would like to volunteer or make a donation, you can contact us by calling 715-839-5067 or on the web at www.cvctv.org.